it's Abigail, Ground and Grow Yoga, and today I have a 30-minute practice to help you really open up through the side body and just connect with how your body is feeling today. You do not need any specific props, but if you have something like a blanket or pillows that you could prop yourself up on, that would be helpful. Otherwise, hop on your mat and let's get started. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. The hands can rest wherever is comfortable on the legs. Palms can either be up or down. But just sitting nice and tall here. We're going to allow the eyes to close and check in to see how you're feeling tonight. Letting go of anything that's happened earlier in the day or earlier in the week. Just clearing the mind by focusing on the breath and on the sound of my voice. As we inhale in and out. In through the nose and out through nose or mouth. In and out. As you continue to breathe at your own pace, allow the shoulders to relax down, shoulder blades glide down the back. Imagine there's a string tied from the top of your head to the ceiling, finding length in the spine. If you are sitting back on your pillow or the floor, you might want to come to the edge because that helps you be able to sit up more straight. So we have a tendency to round back here, but if we come to the front, then we're sitting up and finding the length in the spine here. Good. And I want you to just do a quick scan from the top of the head down to the tailbone and relax anything that still feels tense. I want you to bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And I want you to inhale, allow the belly to get nice and big. So no self-consciousness here. We're allowing ourselves to fully breathe. So expand the belly as far as you can. Imagine it like a balloon. And then as you exhale, really draw the navel in towards the spine. So wringing out all the air just as if you were twisting a washcloth. So inhale, the belly expands. And exhale, the belly comes in. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Good. Now I want you to bring your hands to your rib cage so you can spread your fingers wide, placing them on your ribs or near your ribs. And as you inhale, I want you to picture it opening up like an accordion. So we're inhaling, getting taller and wider. And exhaling, releasing. So even if this is just happening in your head, just a visualization, we're expanding and contracting. Expand and contract. And one more time, expand and contract. If the eyes are closed, allow them to open back up. And as we continue through tonight's practice, I want you to really focus on those big, deep breaths. Because we're doing slow movements, you have the ability to really breathe into the postures. When you're ready, inhale, arms come up and fingers interlace. Exhale, palms go towards the ceiling.
So careful not to lock out the elbows, but we're reaching nice and tall. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, make sure the shoulders are released here. Inhale, really visualize opening up through the heart here. And as you exhale, bring the hands forward, round the back, really drawing the navel in towards the spine here. And inhale, come back up. I'm going to turn again. So we're inhaling nice and tall. Exhale, imagine you're punched in the stomach to round here. So this is our cat-cow, only seated. So inhale, expand. Exhale, round. 2 more of those. And 1 more. Good. From here, you can either stay on the pillow or you can come to sit on the floor, whatever's most comfortable for you. But you're going to take one foot in towards the groin, the other foot goes out wherever is comfortable. So it could be close to straight out, could be coming in towards the center. You don't want any discomfort through the hip or the groin here. So wherever it naturally falls, we're going to sit up nice and tall, placing the hand of the foot that's out on the floor right behind it. We're going to inhale the other arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lean towards the foot, but keep this upright spine here. So we're more moving at a diagonal. We're not trying to get to the foot at all. Breathing here. Again, imagining the rib cage expanding, the belly getting big. Good. Release and switch. So the hand comes behind the leg, other arm up towards the sky, and then over diagonally. Notice if this side feels different than the first side. And remembering to breathe. Good. Release. Bring the right foot in front of the left. So we're sitting with one foot in front of the other. And we're going to inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, hinging from the hips, we're going to come forward. So maybe we come to right here. Or maybe you have more flexibility in your back and you can come down further. But we're just breathing wherever is comfortable. Dipping the chin in towards the chest. Getting a stretch through the low back here. And maybe as you breathe, you're able to come a little further. But you don't want to feel any discomfort here. Good. Walking the hands towards the left. Really feeling it through the outer hip and up through the side body. And then walk the fingers over towards the right. Good. Walk them back towards center and see if you're able to come down a little bit further. Good. And then push yourself up and switch. So opposite foot comes in. Breathe in as you come up nice and tall. Exhale, hinge at the hips, making sure to keep the seat on the mat and coming forward. So oftentimes one hip will be tighter than the other and you'll feel this coming into the stretch, so be mindful of that. Good. Walking the fingers over towards the right. Really anchoring down through the hip. And then walking the fingers towards the left. And back to center. Again, as you breathe, visualize your low back expanding and contracting. Walking the hands back up. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky, fingers really reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, turn to the left and allow your hands to fall wherever they fall. So we're not cranking into a twist here, we're just naturally coming to the side. If you feel like you need more of a stretch and didn't quite get to where you wanted to be, you can do it again. But again, moving from the upward position so that we have the spine fully extended and then turning. Also be careful to keep the head where the neck feels comfortable. So there's no need to be looking all the way back behind you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Breathing into it. And then coming back to center. From here, walk the left fingers out towards the side of the mat and allow the head to tilt towards the right. So you can feel down through the cord of the neck and into the shoulder here. If you don't feel it, you can play with moving the fingers towards the sky, and that should intensify the stretch here. Or you can bring your hand to your head, but you don't want to pull it. We're just adding a little bit of weight. Good. Release the head back to center and switch, bringing the right hand out. Allow the head to move towards the left. And then you have the option to play with where your fingers are or to add a little bit of weight to the head. I know for me, for this stretch, I don't need to do anything because it's very tight through the shoulders. And release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring the fingers down to the shoulders. And we're just going to do little twists here. So just back and forth, feeling it in the low back, releasing any tension. If you find a spot that feels a little tight or sticky, you can stay there and just kind of move into it. But we're keeping the hands here to help promote the length in the spine. Good. From here, we're going to come to all fours. So move your pillow out of the way. We're spreading the fingers nice and wide so you can see the mat between each of your fingers. And then we're going to bump the hips to the left and look out towards our right toes. And then bump the hips towards the right, look towards our left toes. And at your own pace, stay here for a moment, moving between the two, really feeling into the side body here as we stretch from side to side. You can think of yourself as kind of making like a crescent moon shape in each direction. If you hear any popping in your hips or in your wrists or ankles, that's fine as long as there's no pain. So popping is normal unless it's painful. Good. When you're ready, come back to stillness. We're going to allow the belly to drop. Heart shines forward. And then exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine. Allow the back to round and the head to fall between the hands. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Really trying to move slowly between the two postures so you can really feel the spine. Good. From here, we're going to bring our knees wide as the yoga mat, and then we're going to have options here. So if you have a pillow, then I strongly suggest bringing the pillow right up between the legs here so you can come to lie down over the pillow. You might need two pillows on top of each other or a pillow and a blanket here, but this is really nice to relieve the pressure in the hips and just allow for that nice long spine here. If you don't have a pillow or you're looking for a little bit more of a stretch, you can walk the hands out and come down to the mat in our traditional wide leg child's pose. If this hurts your shoulders, bring the fingertips in towards each other to release the shoulders. But as we're here, breathe in to the low back and the sides of the body. Really relaxing into the posture. Drawing your attention back to the breath. It's easy to let the mind wander when we're doing quote-unquote simple poses, but oftentimes these are the poses that we need the most. So really focus on being in the moment and connecting with your breath and with your body. If you are lying on a pillow, make sure to switch your head so it's facing the other direction if you were looking to one side. Just a few more moments here. And then slowly push yourself back up. Move the pillow, but don't send it too far away. And come to sit with your legs in front of you. From here, we're going to roll down, trying to move as if we were going vertebra by vertebra all the way down to the mat. Scoot, if you're not in the middle, scoot to the middle of your mat. And then I would suggest placing your legs over your pillow. So it's supporting the knees, but also it's allowing the low back to actually come flat on the mat. And if it isn't yet, scoot towards the pillow to really find that connection. You could also bring a pillow behind your head. But wherever you are, allow your eyes to close. Hands fall either down by the side, or you can bring them to the belly and heart again. And I want you to imagine, as we're coming into Savasana, that as you inhale, you're visualizing your breath going all the way down to your toes and out to the tips of your fingers. And as you exhale, it's all being almost sucked back out. So inhale, imagine it spreading through the body, replenishing you, and exhaling it all back out. Really settle into the posture. Get out any of the wiggles that you need to so you can come to stillness here for the last few moments of our practice. Taking this time for yourself. And you'll hear my voice again in a few minutes. When you're ready, slowly start to bring your attention back into the room and back to your body. Noticing how it feels after our practice. Starting to bring a little bit of movement to the fingers and the toes. Maybe doing some wrist circles. Or allowing the feet to move from side to side. The head rocks gently. When you're ready, bend the knees and come to your side, pausing here. Before pushing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands rest on the legs, palms open towards the sky. I want you to inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. And one more time, in through the nose and out through the nose. Hands come together at heart center. And I want you to thank yourself for taking this time, for slowing down a bit and checking in with your body. And I want you to set an intention for the rest of the week that no matter how crazy things are, what's going on, that you'll take the time to check in with your breath. To take some deep, full breaths when you need them most. Allow the chin to dip towards the hands. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you might enjoy these videos as well, so check them out. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers allow me to continue to make free content. Also, ring the bell so that you know when I put out new content. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.